Well, hello everyone. So, this reading is channeled guidance from Rose Spirit about the new moon that's coming at the end of August. And I always have a feeling of what sort of messages are going to come up as I'm shuffling the card decks for a reading. And I had to laugh when I was shuffling one deck of cards and the White Rose Spirit card had come out. And this White Rose card says there's a new start and there's wisdom coming. And there's a quote on this card that says, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom," and that is by Aristotle. So, new start, revelations, wisdom, all coming in for the new moon at the end of August. So one of the cards that wanted to come out to play for this reading is my Rose Oracle deck. So we'll dive into those right now. So the first card that had popped out is the Return. A new story, you decide. Alignment, it's coming together. And I feel that this card is for some of you who have been doing a lot of your own inner work. And finally, there's some blocks that have shifted or have been healed, that you're finally seeing things with focus and with some clarity. And you feel a little bit more aligned with where you need to go and where you need to be and what you need to do. And you feel like things are going to come together. So there's this sense that, yes, things are coming together and I'm trusting my intuition on what my next action steps are. And I'm trusting how the universe guides me. So some of you are really moving, and I'm hearing from Spirit accelerating in that direction. So how cool is that? The next card is the Wild Rose. Do it your way, embrace your uniqueness, and be untamed. So now that you've done all this inner work or reflection, give yourself free range, be creative. That's what the card is saying here. And really embrace your own uniqueness, your own style. I'm hearing someone's spirit guide saying, be unapologetically you, and don't allow any fear of criticism or judgment from others to stop you. So really plan, visualize the future. What do you want to do? And what does it feel like as you're doing what you want to do or accomplishing all those goals and dreams? So a lot of this visualization, writing your goals, dreams down, because the creator here is saying when we write our goals and dreams down, it's like a contract that we make to ourselves, doesn't it? Yes, I am going to do that and I'm committed to doing it. So when you write your goals and dreams down, write down some steps that you know are involved with those specific goals and dreams. And the creator always likes to mention in the readings, you don't have to have all the details figured out. Just try to feel that future state. And they just need that. They just need how you want to feel in the future. And they will give you all the lessons and the next action steps you need to take to move towards that future state. The next card is Temple of the Rose. Ancient power, expression, activation. So there seems to be a lot of this activated maternal energy at the solar plexus and also at the sacral and the root chakras for a lot of you. And for those of you who have done a lot of healing, your healing does impact the codes in your DNA. And when we do our own healing work, we release a lot of that negative belief systems that are embedded in our own DNA. And when we release those things from the DNA level, it also has a positive impact with those who share that same DNA as yours. So know that there is some healing that is happening and that is continuing to happen and evolve. The ancient power, those two words there on that particular card are talking about this ancestral memory, ancestral wisdom that is embedded also in the DNA that is awakening in some of you. So listen to that. If you feel intuitively guided to do something, it could be your ancestral memory saying, hey, we want to direct you in a certain direction that's going to help you grow in the best and highest ways. So listen to those nudges that you feel inside. The next card is Come to Me. So attracting like a rose, receive abundance, desires. So how wonderful that this new beginning, this new start that the White Rose Spirit was speaking about earlier, it's happening, it's starting. You know, a lot of us start something or we don't realize that a seed has been planted and we just don't see it or feel it. Try to be aware of those subtle changes that are happening within you and around you. And those are signs, synchronicities, omens from spirit world nudging you forward. It's their way of saying, hey, great job, keep at it. And the more we pay attention to signs from the spirit world, the bigger the signs get and the bigger the synchronicities could get. So be open to any opportunities that may come your way. And when those opportunities come your way, for some of you, the opportunities may not be the right one because it's the Creator's way of testing you, of saying, are you sure? You know, let's make sure that you really learned and healed from that lesson. And for some of you, the opportunity may be the perfect one, which will nudge you forward into the direction you need to grow in. So pay attention to things that come your way and use your intuition, what feels right to you. And you are attracting like a rose. So for some of you, I see you as a rose and there's all these, beautiful bumblebees surrounding that rose. And that's symbolic of how far you've grown. And the more we heal ourselves, the brighter our inner light shines, and that attracts more abundance. So I'm hearing the Creator say some of you still need to take a moment to congratulate yourself in a healthy way, how far you've come. And when we congratulate ourselves in a very healthy way, we're also filling up our well of self-love, saying, we're really telling ourselves, hey, good job, keep going. And by doing that, we expand our energy of self-love and therefore attracting things that match that vibration. So I just heard the Creator say some of you will attract even bigger things. So abundance, your desires, dreams, goals coming true. So how wonderful. This is all starting around the new moon in August. So the next set of cards are also from my other deck of cards that have plant medicine themes. And Rose Spirit just wanted to call in her other friends, her plant medicine friends. So with these other cards, these speak about the lessons you're learning. What are you trying to balance? So the first card that had to come out was Progress, and it's the Ella Campaign, Plant Spirit. So it goes back, doesn't it, to what the previous card was talking about. Congratulate yourself of your progress, how far you've come. They're also talking about another thing. Progress can be a little different for each and every one of us. So don't compare yourself to what other people are achieving. So avoid comparison. That's what the Creator is saying. And just focus on you. Really bring all that energy forward and into your own inner light. Progress also refers to the steps that you want to take. Make sure they are realistic and it's not too over the top or overwhelming. If some of the steps feel a little too overwhelming, just write that down on that list that the Creator was talking about. And just allow or ask your spirit team, your guardian angels, or the Creator to bring forward the right people, the right opportunities, so that step is a lot less daunting to you. And believe me, it works. So as you are progressing along, don't forget to take time out to rest. So this is where the theme of balance seems to keep coming out in all of the readings so far. So the next card that had come out is Soothe. and it's the slippery elm plant medicine. So take time to rest, relax. Not everything is a marathon. If you ran a marathon all the time, that would be tiring. So take some time to rest. And I'm hearing for some of you, you need to rest first for a few days before really diving in to your action steps. Because some of you have just been on such a go, go, go sort of a mode that your physical body and your mind just needs to rest and to catch up a little bit, just restore its energy. So I'm hearing 2 to 3 days of rest for some of you, but between those 2 or 3 days, if something like an inspiration does pop up in your mind, write it down and just put it away. Don't think about it, says one spirit guide. Because I think some of you here, once you get an inspiration that hits you, you just want to like channel out as much as you can. But some of your spirit guides are saying just write it down and step back, and we'll give you a really good download of what you need to do next. But don't go all at it like a marathon. There's time you need to just step back and just relax. So the next card is Awakening, and that's the direction that a lot of you are going in. This is what the new start refers to. There's a shift that's happening, and it's been a very common theme in all of the readings so far, where there's some sort of a paradigm shift that will be happening around the fall for a lot of you. So there's this awakening that's already starting. So journal that. This is why journaling is so important. I also keep a journal just to keep track of signs and omens from, the creator or from my spirit team, to see what it is that they're trying to communicate to me. What are those signs telling me that what I need to do to prepare for the future? So on this state of awakening, I could feel a lot of you maybe feeling exhausted, and that is common. When we are in that stage of awakening, do rest a lot. We do need to sleep, rest, relax, just to allow our physical body to recharge and be able to be strong enough to do what we need to do next. Take those action steps, right? To accomplish what we need. So do rest if you are feeling the need to rest. Don't try to push yourself forward. I feel like some of you are exhausted, but you're still pushing yourself. So try to recognize that. And if you can, try to take some time out for yourself, even if it's a couple hours of taking a nap. I feel that it is very, very much critical for you to do that nap time, that extra rest time. And of course, all this resting is all about repair, so I think I channeled the message in the next card. And the key word on it is repair, and it's the comfrey spirit plant. So look at where else you need to heal. The physical, the emotional, the mental, perhaps any spiritual aspects that need to heal, that need to rest, and look into those aspects so you could prepare yourself fully for the new cycle that is coming. And I feel like this new cycle is going to start for a lot of you at the beginning of September, because you're going to feel it. Something's shifting, something's coming up. And it's actually a good feeling. There's this excitement that there's a new change, a shift coming. So the final 4 cards are from a different set of deck. And these cards speak about what are the virtues, what are the lessons that your soul is learning at this time. And the first card that come out is transformation. And what's really funny is that on this transformation card, there's a butterfly, but there's a yellow rose right behind the butterfly. So Rose Spirit, again, making an appearance. Rose Spirit, when she makes an appearance like this, frequently and consistently through other cards in other decks that I own, in one reading, it means, hey, connect with Rose Spirit. So you could connect with Rose Spirit by essential oils, incense, and even through tea. So whichever way that feels good to you to connect with Rose Spirit. For some of you, you may just need to bring in cuttings of a rose. So buy yourself a bouquet of roses at a shop and bring Rose into your home. Invite her into your home and just allow her magic, her healing energy to work with you. So this is just Rose's way of saying, hey, I want to work with you a little bit more closely so you could go through all these shifts and really begin this new start in your life much more smoother. So the transformation card talks about right now your soul is learning a lot about transformation. What is it? What is it really? Never mind. Never mind what the internet may say what transformation is. So this is the Creator's way of saying we want you to experience and feel transformation for yourself. And we want you to come to your own conclusion, your own definition of what transformation truly is for you. And journal that, write that. I feel like the definition of transformation will come in very unique and enlightening ways for each and every one of you. The next card that had popped out is love. And with this new start, this new beginning that's going to happen for you, some of you may be open to love again, opening your heart to something. Perhaps it's not just opening your heart to a new person, to a new relationship, but maybe it's opening your heart again to a hobby or some sort of a creative activity that you have forgotten since your childhood. So there's a lot of that reopening of your heart theme here in the love card. So look into and be open to how the spirit world will bring love to you. And I feel that the Creator feels there's some of you who need to really learn still of what trauma or blocks are still preventing you from being open and receiving love in ways that make you feel safe. So that will be part of the healing meditation, and the link to that is in the description below. So for those of you who resonated with this reading, just head on down to the link and the Creator will lead you to this opening of your heart so that you feel safe to allow love in. And what does that look and feel like from the Creator's perspective? And of course, with any downloads, there's also healing involved. So the Creator wants to release any sort of negative beliefs that are still keeping you closed from love. So that's what the love card wants to speak about. So the next card is Stand Still. And the card Stand Still is connecting its energy to the Progress and Soothe card. And the Progress and Soothe card and Stand Still all want to talk together right now. And they're saying, hey, we're just reminding you again for the second time, know when to step on the gas and know when to step on the brake. Know when to take action, know when to take a break. And for some of you, you need to be comfortable with standing still or just resting, just doing nothing. And doing nothing is hard. So the Creator knows that, but they also feel that it is important for some of you to feel okay with things coming to a standstill, things being at a pause, things being on hold, and knowing that that state has some blessings, some teachings in it. It could be that for some of you, you just need to rest. Or maybe for some of you, that feeling of standstill or pause is an opportunity for you to trust what the universe is going to send you next. And for some of you, that standstill or things being on hold may be being comfortable with uncertainty and unpredictability about the future. So we will also do downloads about that in the healing meditation. And speaking of trusting what the universe sends you, the final card is trust. So there you go. So when a card pops out and repeats a message that the other cards have spoken about, it's the creator and your spirit guide's way of saying we meant what we said, and we hope that message has gone into you and that you will keep that in mind as you go through your day to day. So the Rose Spirit wants to thank you and wish you a beautiful day. And for those of you who are wanting to dive into the healing meditation, like I mentioned, the link is in the description below. I wish you all a beautiful, rosy day.